Sherryl Crowder, a 38-year-old married school teacher, shown here, was bludgeoned to death by a stranger 28 years ago this week after leaving a nightclub in what was then Central Topeka's College Hill Bar District. This is Tim Rencher, the history guy for CJ Online, talking about how the man convicted of that crime remains in prison today. Crowder went alone on Friday, September 7, 1990, to Sneakers at 1513 Southwest Lane, shown in this photo, taken in 1987, on an alcohol-free night for teenagers. Police found Crowder's body, clad only in a black slip, about 8 a.m. September 9th, in the trunk of her car in a field at the foot of Quinton Heights Hill, near Southwest 22nd and Western. An autopsy showed she died of a massive blow to the head, suffered when she was beaten savagely and extensively. Fingerprints found in and on Crowder's car were sent to the Kansas Bureau of Investigation, which had just begun using its new automated fingerprint identification system to compare prints with those stored in its computerized file. The KBI found some of the prints from Crowder's car belonged to 18-year-old Topekan Peter Spencer, who was then on probation after being convicted of aggravated assault committed the previous year. Topeka police brought Spencer in for questioning on September 26th. Detective Sergeant Randy Mills, shown on the right with fellow Detective Sergeant Steve Harsha, interviewed Spencer more than 8 hours. At one point, when Mills felt the questioning was going nowhere, Spencer asked that they leave the police station and talk elsewhere. Mills had never before left the station with a crime suspect during an interview, but he decided it would be worth the risk. He took Spencer to a McDonald's restaurant in downtown Topeka. There, Spencer told the first of what would be several conflicting stories about Crowder's death. In the last, he said Crowder had approached him and made sexual advances. He rejected her and pushed her away, and she fell, striking her head on the concrete. He said he then put her in her car's trunk because he didn't know what to do. Mills doubted the story was entirely true. Still, it gave him probable cause to arrest Spencer. Spencer pleaded no contest to first-degree murder in January 1991, making Crowder's murder the first solved using the KBI's automated fingerprint system. Spencer, shown here, was sentenced to life imprisonment. He remains an inmate today at El Dorado Correctional Facility and will next be eligible for parole in September 2020. This is Tim Rencher, the history guy for CJ Online.